Alright folks, Gentleman Woodsman, got a little video for you. A defect on the Ozark Trail Pro Angler 12 from Walmart or wherever.
Sun Dolphin Boss 12 is that?
Yeah, the Sun Dolphin 12 SS Boss.
Hey, Kayak.
The seat mount spread when it gets hot. And it collapses the back will drop right out. And then you're flat on the floor again. So we got a mod that we're going to do to it that's going to fix it. I'll show you the tools and stuff we're going to use to do the repair. Yeah, we're not professionals. This is just what we're going to do. May not be right in your eyes, but for us it seems like it's a best solution that's going to last and never wear out. You always use safety equipment. Alright folks, this is the assortment of stuff that we got that I'm going to use and Adrian's going to use. Got some 3/8 16 threaded rod. That's going to go across the back behind the seat, which you'll see as we put it together. Got some 1/8 inch by 2 flat steel. Two different setups. This is for mine and this is for his, or whichever. That's with the hardware that we had to purchase. A couple 9/16 wrenches, or the air ratchet, cut-off tool to cut the steel in the threaded rod. I got my angle grinder with the Scotch-Brite pad so I can clean this all up real nice. We got some primer and paint combined to spray paint it so it doesn't rust later. And then after we do all our drilling and everything else, we can touch it back up. Set of drill bits, standard drill bits, nothing fancy, and a tape measure, pair of gloves. And safety glasses if you don't wear safety glasses already. Mine are safety glasses, and so is Adrian, so we don't need that. But I mean, you get away with a hacksaw, you don't need the air tools, but we got them, so we're going to use them, make life easier. You could strictly use the wrenches and a hacksaw, you know, whatever's clever, sandpaper, you know. So anyway, this is what we're going to use to repair these two kayaks, and now I'm going to show you what the problem actually is so you can see it and be aware of it and think about that before you buy one, because that's the only thing that we could find negative about the whole kayak. And it happened yesterday when we were fishing. It just dropped out of the channel and I was sitting on the bottom of my kayak, and yeah, I was pretty upset. And then on the way in, Adrian was following me in and his popped down, you know, so, and there's like 60 pounds difference between the two of us, and his even went down. So this is going to be the modification and the fix to take care of that problem. I hope Ozark Trails or Sun Dolphin or somebody takes a look at this and their designer and kind of cures the problem, the situation, the engineering of the thing. So we'll be back in a little while as we get going. I'm going to show you here in a minute what we got. Adrian will probably narrate it for me or whatever, and then yeah, we'll get on with the show.
I don't know why. See, on the front here, you've got flat stock. I don't know if you can see that good.
Yeah.
Bolts in underneath here and goes up, and these plastic pieces bolt right into that flat stock, not into the side of the kayak. So that don't move at all. But when you get back here to the back, okay,
take you to the back.
You can see on the back here, it doesn't have that flat bracket that these bolt into. These bolt right into the side of the kayak. Just two little tiny brass inserts that go in there. So when this warms up in the sun, these things flex out. And it's just enough for this seat to pop right out of there. It'll pop right out and push way down like that. So what we're going to do is fix it, because I don't know why they did not put that metal bracket in here like they do the front. Support that it don't move. These stay straight up and down the way they're supposed to. We're going to put a threaded rod through this top hole all the way through both sides and be able to tighten this thing up and pull these things with the metal pieces that he's going to be cutting on the back side on the inside. So it's gonna have, you know, 2.5 inches wide by 5 inches long. That's not gonna pull those inserts out. It's gonna be a flat piece that's gonna be pulling.
From the inside, right? Yeah.
So these things will straighten right out. That seat won't be able to ever pop back out again. And we're just gonna put through bolts in here. Gonna eliminate all these stupid things. You can see them over here and started on mine. Drill these brass inserts out. The threaded rod in the top. Gonna be pulling that thing tight. Instead of being on an angle this way, they're gonna be pulled straight up and down. The seat will still be able to adjust from the high position to the low position, but
Yeah.
it'll be a lot better.
Yep, exactly. So, all right, folks, we're gonna get at it here. We got a lot to do. So, we'll bring you back when we get a little more accomplished. Folks, she's got 2 of them drilled out, as you can see. She's got 1 more on the other side done, and we'll have them all drilled out. So, yep, get them all ready and ready to rock. Now you want to grind the edges. Grind the edges on these so you got the sharp. You don't want that sharp stuff in the kayak. And it helps too when you're reaching in there, you're sliding gear inside the kayak. You don't rip your dry bags, you know, etc. Stuff like that. I don't know if it's focused, but there's no more sharp edges. Knock the corners off. Pretty good. It'll work. Almost ready for some holes and some paint. Alright, got the old antique drill press there. She's old, but it works. Beats hand drill. Just trying to pre-mark the holes. Then we can take the bracket off and then drill all 4 of them. I guess you went all the way through. That was alright, went all the way through. Cool beans. Alright folks, we got a few more holes drilled. Alright folks, we got all the hardware for both kayaks all painted. Pretty close to being dry. In this little hack I used to use for woodwork too, is in the body shops too, is these are dry. But if you use, like, I just use these foam board, insulation board nails. You can run screws or nails through a board too and it's more stable. But you just set them on there. When you paint one side, you set it down, it won't leave a big, it doesn't leave a big mark or track on it. And then you flip it over like that, and paint the other side and let both sides dry at the same time. We got all the lock nuts and all the hardware, the threaded rod, everything's painted for both kayaks. We got the kayaks prepped, ready to go, and we can start putting together, I believe, right now. So we'll yak at you in a little bit.
Which way I gotta put them?
Alright folks, we're going to start assembly. Woo! We got our brackets all done, painted, holes drilled, all the hardware ready to go.
Yeah, of course, John's got his own kayak now, but mine's still the guinea pig. Make sure we don't screw up his.
Yeah, I kind of got lucky on that deal because he had his kayak like a month or more than I did. So we're doing all this stuff on his kayak and learning by our mistakes. Let me try to push it through from there. Yeah, we're no pros, you know. You don't have to follow us along on this deal, but we're just giving you an idea on how it can be done. It may not work for everybody, but... And on the back side, we're going to put that metal plate with a lock nut. And that's going to have all the support all behind this poly. It's pretty tight.
Ta-da! Yeah, get locking up.
Put a nylock on there.
Spin this up and around and put a bolt in the top.
Oh yeah, you hold it.
Yeah. Lined up.
Then after this heats up real good in the sun and everything gets loosened up a little bit, we'll be able to adjust that threaded rod again and make it perfect. Like fine tune it, so to speak. On the track?
Pull that out at the top. No. Not even anywhere near that hole.
Alright, we caulked and there's silicone behind this, that sealer, adhesive sealer. I'm going to try to fasten this to this. We dry fit it, so it should go back together. It was a little bit of a bugger. This isn't a gravy job, you know. You got to be a little bit mechanically inclined to do it. And have the right tools, that's for sure.
Put that one in there to...
Okay. Alright, we got the seat. We just popped it in there before we tighten it up, because once it's tight, you ain't going to pop it in there no more, because it's not going to move. Which one you on top of?
That's the problem, is that I have to hold that.
For a vice
in the
grip,
middle.
hold this rod so we can tighten these bolts. And then he's going to use an air ratchet inside because you don't have a whole lot of room.
It's gonna be noisy.
Be noisy, yep.
Now I gotta go over on that side. So here's this side. I'm not double jointed.
Musical milk crate.
But I don't do that yet.
You just slack, you get it. Wow. Wow, what a difference.
Make sure it's gonna
Not come out of there again.
have any more room to spread.
It's sure. This is flat, dude. This is almost perfect. A lot of fang dangling around to get that thing adjusted right. Now we just tighten up the lock. Now we can also use that rod for hooking our carabiners on for like the end of our anchor or our fish basket, anything like that. Just reach behind, snap it on. You know, our cell phone. So multi-use. There you go.
Ain't got enough strength.
No. Hold with the wrench thing, ratchet them up here.
Yep.
None of them jam nuts, it won't be able to move side to side whatsoever. I mean, that is rigid. That ain't going nowhere. That goes somewhere you got bigger problems. Lot bigger problems than the kayak seat popping out. I'm here to tell you.
Them big metal braces that we put on the inside of the kayak
Yeah, with the big braces on the inside.
are not gonna pull through this plastic kayak.
No. 2 inches by 5.5 inch plates. Voila. Nice. Perfect.
This corner I always have a problem with anyways.
Yeah. There you go. Baby ain't popping out anymore. Took us a little bit of experimenting and yeah.
Even if that kayak
Yeah,
spreads,
yeah,
that is not gonna come out
no,
of there.
no way. No. Well, there you have it, folks. I hope this helps if you run into that problem. If not, get a hold of Ozark Trails and let them know. But sorry for all the wiggling around and commotion and everything, but
Yeah, and that threaded rod does not get in the way of anything
no.
when you put the seat down
And we had
to
to
clip it on.
We had the threaded rod. I had the scrap steel. Adrian had the threaded rod, and it cost us $13 at the hardware store to do 2 kayaks. And that's because the paint was like $5 for the paint. So there you have it, folks. All done.
Threaded rod across there.
Yep.
You can still reach underneath the front
Yep.
and put things.
That will not pop out of that joint again. So there you have it. All right, folks, take care. Have a good evening. God bless. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by and being patient with me.